Welcome back to another episode on Photoshop Basics series in Webtrickshome. Today we'll learn to create animation in Photoshop. Yes, Photoshop allows us to create animated GIFs with great ease, and we'll be looking at two different ways of creating animations in Photoshop right away. But before getting started, please hit the like button. That's what keeps us motivated to come up with more videos in the future, and subscribe us so that you'll never have to miss our videos. Then, without wasting time, let's get started. So, we'll start by cutting out a small piece of video and convert it into a GIF like the ones we see regularly on social platforms, comments and messages. Alright, to open a video in Photoshop, go to File menu, Import and Video Frames to Layers. Select a video from which you want to cut out the clip. The length of the video doesn't matter here. Once you select the video, you'll see a dialog box pop up that asks you either you want the entire video to be imported as layers or a selected range. You should know that a video clip of 1 second is made up of around 24 to 33 still pictures or so-called frames. So it's totally up to you how long a clip you want to be imported as pictures here. Larger the clip size, more will be the processing time Photoshop takes to convert it to layers. I'll go with a short clip of around 3 to 4 seconds and that'll be around 100 layers. Hit OK and Photoshop will convert it into layers and animation frames. Check the frames for any unwanted layers appearing there. Select them and delete if needed. You can see how long each of the frames will be played in terms of seconds. You can click on the time in any frame and change that if you want to. I prefer to leave it as it is. You can see the loop option here. Either you want the animation to play once, thrice or forever. You also have the option to duplicate the frame here, but that's not needed in video GIF. Hit the play button and you'll see how the animation works. Easy, right? Now all you need to do is save it as a GIF. For that, go to the File menu. In CS versions of Photoshop, you'll find the Save for Web option right below the Save option. And in CC versions, you'll need to go to Export and then Save for Web. Save it as a GIF. Just change the file format to GIF if needed. You don't need to change anything else. Click on Save, define the location and give it a name, and you're done. Let's have a look at the file then. You can open it in the web browser or with the photo browser, and you can see the clip now keeps on playing unless you are tired. Then let's see the other way around, how we can create layers we wanted and then compile them into such animations. I'll open a new document here and then add some layers. Here I'll try to replicate the subscribers pop-up box we see in most of the YouTube videos, so you know what we need, right? I'll take a logo, a like icon, subscribe button and the bell icon. There will be two bells, one before the notification turned on and one after the notification is turned on. We'll make two subscribe layers as well. One will be before subscription and the other one displayed after subscription. Once ready, I'll line them up in a linear path. Give them a white background. And crop out the excess areas. Once you're ready, go to Window, Timeline, and select Video Timeline. That will make things easier. If the frame animation loads up by default, click on the top right corner of the Timeline tab and select Video Timeline from there. Let's increase the timeline height so that we can see more layers without scrolling. If you click on the angle right before the frame name, you can see what you can manipulate from there. You can play with the position of the object and the opacity to hide or display anything, or apply layer styles at any point. The first thing I'd like to do here is move the logo out of the box so that we can make it look like moving in from there. Then we'll set the opacity of every other items 0 at the beginning, so none of them appear when the animation starts. You can see the yellow diamonds on the timeline, known as keyframes. That's where the defined value for defined properties are set. Set the position of the logo outside, then let's make it appear in its place at, let's say, 2 seconds. Set the keyframe there and move the logo where you want it to be in 2 seconds. I'll keep it in the far left. Let's play it, and you can see the logo reaches there in 2 seconds. So the transition starts from the last keyframe and ends on the new one. I don't want much transition for the other layers, so let's set them to 0 opacity till that point. We forgot to make 2 versions of like icon, right? Let's do that first. One will be gray. And the other will be blue. Let's move the new one to the initial point and set the opacity like the others. We'll need a cursor too, right? So I'll add that one too. And set the opacity to 0 for now. Let's show the like button and subscribe button at the same time right after the logo reaches the far end. Let's make the cursor appear then. Then we'll show the like button instead. The cursor would look better if it appears from the bottom, right? Let's do that with the position keyframe. Then the cursor will move to the subscribe button, and the subscribed button will show up instead. Let's make the notification bell also appear here. Move the cursor to the notification bell then. and the notification activated icon will appear instead. And you're done. Let's train the timeline so that the animation don't stay still for longer. Click on the right edge and drag it inwards to shorten the timeline. Now go to Save for Web as we did earlier and save it as GIF. Let's review it. Well, the logo movement is too slow and the cursor movement is a bit fast. Let's modify it a bit. You can click and drag the keyframes to modify the effect rather than deleting them and again adding them. Let's increase the timeline too. And save it again, this time in a different name. And you can see how easily we created a video animation and a frame animation in Photoshop. That's what is used these days for advertisement banners you see in most websites. You can find all the softwares too for that though. Well, that's all for today. I hope this video really helps you to learn Photoshop to a greater extent. Hit like if you found this video useful. That's what keeps us motivated to come up with more videos in the future. If you think you have got some ideas that can help me produce more better videos, share it through the comments. Let me know what you feel about the video through the comments as well. Thanks for watching and please subscribe us for more videos. Thank you.